Sliding left, groove right.
We're on the right.
So, today's about celebration. It's about love, it's about hope, it's about togetherness, it's about family, it's about friends. That is why we're here. No other reason, nobody's wedding, we're just having a bit of a party. No. We're here because being together is better than being on our own. And actually, that's part of what marriage is all about. So, we're used, of course, to having weddings in churches, and Alice and Adam have chosen to have a wedding in a church, but a deconsecrated church. I love the irony of that as a humanist celebrant who takes non-religious ceremonies and actually works here quite a lot. I was here yesterday, I am here tomorrow, but today I am all yours. Well, almost. You're going to have a fabulous day, all of you, full of love, meaning, laughter, and a few surprises. So, just a few practical details before we start. Please, would you not take any photographs until after the ceremony has finished? There is a reason, because most of us take photographs on our phones. Phones are therefore on. Phones make a noise, they flash, and occasionally you have a phone call. And if the phones go off, there is a fine, which is for my champagne fund. So please, would you try to at least turn your phones on silent? I'm absolutely happy for you to check it now. Don't leave it to chance. You'll have plenty of opportunity to take photographs later, but meanwhile, his and hers photography, with whom I've worked many times before, are here. They're incredibly unobtrusive. You won't know they're there. Where are you? There he is. And Lisa is at the back with the bride. Just let them get on with their job, and there'll be plenty of opportunities for photographs later. Nobody else's wedding is going to be like this, because we wrote it. Did we not?
Yeah.
We wrote it from start to finish. And that is the joy of this sort of ceremony, is it can be whatever Adam and Alice wanted it to be, and it will be. And they said to me just the other day, this day is so important to us because today is as much about our family and our friends as it is about us. And the vibe that I've got so far is I can see why you said that. So, that said, there are no other requests than to ask you to offer your full support, your love, your best wishes for the happy couple, rousing applause and congratulations at the end and in the middle if you feel like it. And so let's start. And in a moment, I will ask you to stand. Keep an eye on me, because all I will do is this. Because it's a bit of an entrance. You're allowed to turn around, by the way, in a minute. So, Kieran. Please, would you stand and turn? Please sit down. Gorgeous or not gorgeous? Say gorgeous. helping, Robin, I told you. Behave yourself. I can see the tissues are out already. That's good. It's very good to have tissues at wedding, not just the bride and groom. The celebrant sometimes cries, so don't take any notice. Yeah? Mums cry, dads cry. Everybody cries. It's perverse, isn't it? How we cry when we're happy. Anyway, welcome to everybody. Thank you. You look gorgeous. Oh, fantastic. I think I have the best job in the world. Woo! It's just so lovely to do happy things all the time. It's a lesson for life. Yeah? Particularly the younger people. Make sure you do as many happy things as you can. Because life's so tough. Yeah? Just do happy things. Keep putting happy things in your life. Because you're only here once. So be happy. So, thank you for travelling here to celebrate with Alice and Adam. And we'd especially love to acknowledge and to remember that some people are not able to be here today. Mamgu, Granny Edna, Judy and Mark, not here physically, but in our hearts and in our minds, and we've talked about them a lot, haven't we? Welcome to Emma and Robin, Lily and Norman, Lucinda, Arthur, Amy, Tanya, Owen, Noah and Jimmy and everybody else. Having found each other, Alice and Adam have built the kind of relationship that's going to serve them well as the foundation of their marriage and their partnership. They've chosen each one of you to be here with them to witness the exchange of their vows to one another, and that's a really important job. Making this commitment is a bold step into an unknown future. And those of us who've been married for a few years, 37, anybody more than 37? Yeah, how many?
No, not quite.
Not quite. David? 43. Okay, take a tip from people who know. Life is tough, you need each other. That's why we're on this earth, just to support and love one another. So, making this commitment is indeed a bold step into an unknown future. And it's risking who we are for the sake of who we can be. Because where we start isn't where we finish. Yeah? You don't know who you're going to be as a couple. In this partnership, two lives will be shared, and the blending of the two must not diminish either one. It should enhance the individuality of the partner. So here's a conundrum. A marriage, two people in one union, a partnership, and yet they're individuals. That's where the magic happens, because you have to make the magic happen. Yes, mums and dads? Yes. Yes, Dawn is the answer. So because this is your day, then this is your story. And these are your people. Everybody here has had a significant place in sharing, affirming and shaping your lives, and they're yours. Your family and your friends are all here to celebrate and affirm the love that's shared between all of you, and particularly to celebrate and affirm the love that's shared by you two gorgeous people. So the connections with family and friends, they twist and turn. They rise, they fall, they hold us all together. They underpin who we are as individuals and as a family. And when we make a conscious decision to act, when we feel that sense of being connected to others by our common humanity, when we truly regard self and other as one, and when we cherish human dignity, then all of our relationships and all of our behaviours and actions are enhanced. We are who we are through what we do, through what we say, and through our connections with other people. And African cultures have a way of summing it up in the word Ubuntu. I am because we are. We're not here on our own, and that's why we have a partnership. Because we're more than we are on our own. So each of us knows that a true partnership isn't created by law or even this ceremony. Rather, it occurs in the hearts of two human beings. It grows out of loving and caring and sharing ourselves with one another. So this ceremony isn't magic. It's not going to create a relationship that doesn't already exist and that hasn't already been celebrated in the commitments that you have both made to one another already, large and small, in the days since you first met. So in witnessing this ceremony today, we're observing not only an outward sign of an inward union that already exists between them, this ceremony is actually a symbol of how far they have come already together, and a symbol of the promises that they make so they continue to live their lives together and to love each other solely and above all others. It's a ceremony like no other, and will follow themes that reflect Adam and Alice's lives, loves and interests, some of which you might recognise. Now, every one of you here today who will witness the words that they speak to one another and the vows that they make should take good care to remember the words that they speak to one another, because couples making such a commitment need help of a community, a family and friends who are going to be there when they're needed. And so if the old fairy tale ending, they lived happily ever after, is taken to mean they felt for the next 50 years exactly as they felt the day before they were married, then it says that what probably never was nor ever would be true and would be highly undesirable if it were. Who could bear to live with that excitement forever? We might wish, but that's not the reality of life. Of course, moving from the excitement of being in love in those first few years changes to something much deeper and more significant than we could ever imagine. Love, in this second sense, as distinct from being in love, is why we're here today. Love isn't just a feeling, it's a deep unity, maintained and deliberately strengthened by habit. And Alice and Adam have this love for one another, even in those moments when they don't particularly like each other. They'll lean on this love, just like you do, even when life makes it really difficult. Being in love first moved them to promise fidelity, but this quieter love, the one that lasts, enables them to keep their promises. And so it's on this love that the engine of marriage is run. Being in love was just the explosion that started the engine. Now, I'm going to ask Pierre. I know, I'm having a joke with him because it's Josh's fault. Pierce has written something very special for this gorgeous couple, and he's going to come outside, you can go outside, he's going to come up here and read it to them and to us. Would you like to come to this one?
Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm not going to be able to look at either of you because I'll break down. How's everybody doing? This took a long time to write, so it only takes about 3 minutes to do, don't worry. And yeah, thank you all for being here. I haven't had to compete with a child for a little while. We'll roll with it. My friends, how could I use platitudes to talk of you? Listen for two beautiful people who were blindsided by the sudden beauty of each other, rushing out to meet them on some idle New Year's Day, smiling and soft. You were brittle in the morning light, cushioned in each other's company, and imagining there was somebody out there for your friend. What a feeling to realize that person was you. It takes immense strength to pivot a friendship, lock eyes and lips and hearts together, and fight the fear of falling, of failing and fall quicker, blissful and ecstatic into love. No, there are no participation trophies in love. Cliched marriage poetry gets it right sometimes. It talks of the importance of trust and hope, growth and stability, patience and forgiveness. But what do we want to become? A marriage isn't the end of the journey. A marriage is merely the beginning of your streets, the blending of your streets together. That whatever the destination, you know who you want to be there with. My friends, we've been so many people since we met. You were both wrangling with a past of travel, picking up pieces of broken plans, yearning for more. Somehow, you stitched your frayed edges together, softened each other's scarred hearts, and filled them far more than you could have ever expected. They grow daily. You say your love now feels endless, as the more you give to friends and family alike, the more you have to give. You've swapped skills and shared passions, caring, listening, lost in the intricate details, enamored by the color between the leaves and the crisp quiet of each other's company, or dancing wildly at the Tribe of Frog, or dancing in those hazy rooms and half-light, or dancing in the lounge with Bernie looking quizzically up at these two strange giggling things making a beauty of their own. My favorite moments with you have been glittery and beaming, when Ad smiles and Al smiles and nothing else matters. And what a snapshot of a moment to live in. After all the kisses on bridges, the snoring and snorting awake, the space and solitude and solace, there came a yew tree proposal, discussing lichen and your lives together. You unwrapped yourselves, tender and pink, to interweave and grow tall together. As you stand here, both beautiful in the light, tattooed with ziggurats in each other's growing, beating hearts, I trust you will love until you're both wrinkled and wise, and that your streets will continue to blend together beautifully as you hand in hand wander into the future, and as your hearts grow unfathomably huge. Thank you very much. Just about held it together.
It's still my beating heart. Can you have some more tissues? I've got one left.
Yeah.
You're going to have to share.
I brought one for her.
Thank you, oh darling. Thank you. Daddy's got a hanky. Daddy always has a hanky. Oh,
A fresh one from this morning.
good. I'm glad you've not been inside it.
Just make it. We're back to normal levels of snottiness. This is how it should be.
This is how it should be. Well done, man.
Thank you.
That was very, very beautiful, was it not? I'm just going to check out with you. We didn't talk about this. So I'm going to tell you a love story now. Do you want to stand or do you want to sit down?
How you feeling?
Stand. Okay, just checking. Just checking on the stamina. You've got a long time to go today. Okay, on being in love, their love story. Some of you will have known them all their lives. Some of you not so long. So there are always things that you don't know about this couple. Always. They met at UEA, my alma mater, in 2013, became really firm friends. They were friends first, not a bad start. 2 years later, after an enlightening New Year's party, they moved out of the friend zone and jumped handheld off the cliff and into love. Alice wrote bad poetry about Adam's eyes, and Adam responded in kind. Carl, can you remember when you used to do that? So lovely. That was it. The deal was sealed. They were committed to one another. Fast forward a few years, and they still live in Norwich. There's less bad poetry, but Alice says there's still a knowledge that Adam is the same special human being. She loves his tenacity and his determination to learn, his desire to explore, and his deep love of nature. Adam says that over time their friendship grew because they confided in each other. They supported one another, and in fact decided they would be committed wingmen for one another in their final undergrad years. Some of you may remember it. He loves her passion for caring, seeing the best in people, listening, learning, loving. But on that fateful New Year's Eve, they fast forwarded that plan to wingman one another with one another. Alice proposed to Adam as they were exploring the gardens at Blickling Hall, which is their favourite place to enjoy each other's company. They sheltered under the rain in an amphitheatre of yew trees, already referred to, I noticed in your beautiful piece. And Alice began to tell Adam how awesome he was. Adam diverted her by telling her about the lichen growing on the tree. She reached into a bag and presented him with a box and asked him if he would spend the rest of his life with her. He cried. She cried. He said yes. And a week later, Adam knelt and asked Alice if she would spend her life with him. She cried. He cried. She said yes. And that's why we're here today. Hooray. Their favourite memories. Some of you will share these. Hiking up mountains, dancing to great music, brushing their dog together. I do believe our dogs were on Zoom together at one point. Their friends are central to their lives and their sense of community. It's like they've all built it together, and that has deepened their love for one another. We're really lucky today that they both keep a diary, and I've been allowed a peek inside. Here are some beautiful snippets. Hold on to yourself, Mother. Need Daddy's tissue. Hanky could come back. We're in the same time. Do I love him already? I don't doubt that I do. It's only been 8 days and I've handed him my heart. Trying to analyse it, I can't. It just doesn't make sense. I stepped off the edge. I feel as if I'm free falling. Of all the billions of people on this earth, it certainly seems that some would fit together in just the right way, physically, mentally, spiritually, so they can experience this higher emotion that we have named love for one another. We're alive, we're in love and happy. How wonderful all this is. The universe is unfathomably beautiful, and I stand next to you, grateful to stand in a beauty of our own. We're so privileged, actually, you two, that you have shared these things with us, these thoughts with us. Thank you. Tissues are out again. It reminds us that although this is a joyful day, it's also a serious one. So I'll ask everyone here today just to take a moment in your own minds, with your own set of beliefs, just to take a moment to reflect privately on the meaning of love and commitment, and to send vibes of love and support to this fantastic couple, just for a moment. Now, I always ask my couples, because you are just for this moment my couple, about their partner's quirks and foibles. It adds a sense of balance to the bliss that you're experiencing today and the dream-like quality of a wedding. It's a reality to balance that dream. Now, Adam loves spooging, which for the uninitiated, do you like to show us, is stroking Alice's cheek. However, she regularly reminds him that stroking and not poking is a good way to do it, whereas Alice is not a spooger, but a planner, as I've discovered, and loves to make things happen, get the show on the road and the party started. Do you recognise that? Yes. Alice is apparently the most effective maker of mess and a great singer. She thinks she's the best judge of character. Adam disagrees. Alice is apparently the best listener, But listening is Adam's biggest growth area, and he wins the prize for most improved. I've got a note here, and I have to make a confession. Dawn hands Adam a jelly tot as a prize. I forgot it. But you did have a wedding present on the run-through.
We did.
What,
Love
really?
hearts.
Packet of love hearts. So I'm afraid, yeah, they've probably all been eaten already. But anyway, they love to travel, wander around gardens, camp with friends, jump off boats, browse magical woodlands, dance at festivals and the arts centre, visit the beautiful Norwich beaches and walk in rainforests. I also ask my couples to be really brave, and some of them are very courageous, and asking whether I might contact some family and friends for a bit of a backstory. So it's all beautiful, isn't it, today? Lovey-dovey, they're the perfect couple, but I've got a bit of a backstory. So, Josh. Yes. Josh has a significant number of memories that I had to edit drastically, related to dancing in the early hours under the influence of various substances. Dancing seems to have had a significant presence for a number of friends here. In fact, dancing at Big Weekend to Jungle and David Guetta, thank you. Dancing in the rain at Secret Garden Party, laying in the sun, listening to Mammal Hands at the top of Whistler's Green at Boomtown, coming out of the loft. Gosh, the loft, is it still there? Blimey. Even I've danced in the loft. And that's saying something. As the sun is rising, playing pool at a naked campsite and lounging in a hot tub were also definitely highlights. Thank you, Josh. Lily. Where's Lily? Lily. Lily remembers the first time she met Alice, and she knew at once that Adam was smitten. I love that word, don't you? Smitten. Smitten. I think they are. They've shared so many happy times, including a Simon and Garfunkel sing-along, and the day that Lily and Norman nearly drowned in Rutland water, whilst gamely learning to sail, which was perversely a present from Adam and Alice. They're committed to their families, and Lily and Norman have so many happy memories of the time they spent with Adam's grandma, who was also Alice May. Emma. Emma pointed out how active Alice was. Adventurous, caring, thoughtful, didn't sleep much till she was 3. Then when a teenager couldn't get her out of bed. Family traits like cooking have come through the generations. However, partying seemed to have started early, with Emma giving up trying to control teenage Alice's parties and instead hiding in the bedroom. All that's forgiven now. Yes, I remember that time. Yes. I made sure I was away for my daughter's 18th birthday. My husband sorted it all out. It wasn't pleasant, apparently. Being parents, huh? All that's forgiven. Things are much more civilised, apparently, in the Edwards-Warren household, such as Emma spent 9 weeks with them during lockdown and escaped unscathed. I'm not quite sure whether that was you two or you. Sarah always imagines Alice and Adam outdoors and often in front of a tent, with Alice cooking up a feast for anyone nearby using a handful of ingredients and a camping stove. Meanwhile, Adam will be noticing and teaching everyone about plants, insects and wildlife. Alice and Sarah did their nurse training together, and much to Adam's dismay, he had to listen to all the gory details and frequently asked them to stop these debriefs when he was present. However, she will never forget Adam's delightful yellow tutu skirt with silky blue blouse, which he wore one year to Boomtown. Yes. Why did I have the Gaviscon then, the other night, when you had a bit of a tummy? Why were the 2 nurses not ready equipped? The Gaviscon and the paracetamol. And I believe you said to me, thank you for looking after him, and I think that's a wifely duty. On a more serious note, we are here because we're part of the whole thing here today. And some who aren't able to be here but wish they could be. So our parents influence us, our siblings nudge us, our friends balance and encourage us. Our grandparents are the rocks on which these relationships are built. And I know that Alice is holding a place for Mamgu, her grandma, today, remembering the light in her eyes and her voice. That memory makes the fact of your partnership an eternal entity that stretches into and beyond time. A melding of people that brought us to this place today, the beauty of being and the meaning of love. So, we're just going to have a little musical interlude. I'm still going to invite you. You could just snuggle up with Josh and Norman if you wanted to. Whilst Emma plays, Emma's going to borrow my stand. I'm going to be stand organiser. And then afterwards we're going to get on with the serious bit, you know, the ring thing. How you doing, Em? Here she comes. She's all tuned up. I think I'm going to sit next to Norman. Robin. There's not enough room to sit next to Norman. Okay. There she comes. The floor is yours. Is it iron?
You do, yes. Can I put these things down?
Yeah.
I should point out I haven't played for 30 years when Alice asked me to play at her wedding, so it's not going to be impeccable, but I'll give it my best shot. I can't see the pianist.
Move this down for it. No, I should be able to.
That's better.
Never underestimate how much courage it takes to do that. Thank you, Emma. My pleasure, says Mummy. Beautiful. Okay. Let me just adjust this. Okay. Would you two like to come up here again? Yes, leave her out of the sofa. Adam and Alice. This is where the ceremony changes gear. I know that the vows you're about to make come from deep in your heart. Knowing the path you've already taken together and trusting what you don't know yet. I know that you and Adam are going to state them openly and freely about building your future together and witnessed by your family and friends here. Now you are all here as witnesses to the formal joining of Alice and Adam's lives and the vows they're about to make, and this is the guest participation slot. You only need to know 2 words. I will. The instruction is, when I do this, shout them. Yeah. Make the rafters ring. So, will you all continue to offer your love, friendship, advice and support to Alice and Adam, and maybe the odd glass of wine or beer, as they pledge themselves to one another today? I will. Fantastic. Thank you. Now, here's a little difference. I'm not going to do the next bit. Saz is. I'm going to be keeper of the flowers, and Saz is going to do. Thank you. Saz is actually going to do the bit. That's a technical term. With the rings and the vows. Here are the vows.
Okay,
Here is your script.
lovely.
And you go over to the second page.
Okay.
Right? So you just do that, and that where it says Saz says loudly and dramatically.
Yes.
That's the bit where you finish and I give you the flowers back.
Okay.
So,
Exciting.
Please face one another.
I have it here.
Oh, great. Thank you. Josh, please place the rings in the ring bowl. Lovely. Okay. Adam, please take the ring and place it on Alice's finger. Alice, please take the other ring, place it on Adam's finger. Sorry, I've rushed you there. Sorry, do you know what you're doing with it? Cool. These are your vows. Do you need just one copy?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Cool.
I offer myself to you as I am.
I bring to our relationship my own unique strengths and flaws.
I recognise the challenge of keeping love and commitment as our first priority.
I commit to opening up fully to you. I trust in you.
I will ask for your help when I need it.
I will offer support when you request it and cheer you on when you are smashing it.
I vow to respect your emotions, to respect my own,
To cherish your love of me.
to cherish my love of you.
I vow to nurture our love of life, our world, our friends, our family.
I will respect your interests, support your hobbies.
I will encourage you to achieve your dreams.
I vow to agree, to question, to guide, and be guided.
I recognise your tenderness and kindness.
I will keep looking at you with the wonder you deserve.
I will keep looking at you with all of the wonder you deserve.
I now pronounce you partners for life.
my favourite bit. We're nearly done. But first, there's been a little bit of an alcohol theme running through the wedding. So we're going to continue it because Alice and Adam are going to share some port. Yeah? They're going to share a little drink together. And in offering the glass of port to their partner, they're acknowledging this new bond between them as life partners and soulmate mates. So, you each have a glass.
Reason.
I suggest you hold it well away from me.
That's whiskey. 2 hands.
2 hands? No. Thank you.
Bigger goblet.
You want
Do you want some more?
No.
Later.
Now, Alice, please offer your glass to Adam. Other hand. Adam, please offer your glass to Alex. Yeah. Now, each take a sip of the other's glass.
Yes, okay. I thought you were going to feed them.
Now hand them back and take another sip. Fabulous. As you share this drink, so may you share your lives. May all the sweetness that it holds for you be that much sweeter because you have tasted it together. May you find life's joys heightened, its bitterness sweetened, and all of life enriched by a constant love. As you share the wine from this cup, so may you share your lives. As of this moment, you belong to the same current which will carry you through the river of life. May this bond hold forever true. Huge applause, it says here. So I'd like to now invite Arthur, Amy, Tanya and Owen to join us at the table where we're going to sign a commemorative certificate. So do you want to go in, you two? You go in first. Yeah. You go around that side. That's it. Down. That's lovely. Where are you all? And two this side, two that side. The other one's out. Is that with the small child?
Yeah.
Do you need a small child holder?
No,
Well doing her duty. Well done. Owen. Just wait for Owen to get back in. It's probably walked down Burr Street. She's probably at John Lewis now. Any sign? No, coming. Oh, good. Very good. Right, my darlings, this is your commemorative certificate, specially printed by me, and the pen works. Would you both, you sign your name there, Adam, yours there, Alice. Then 2 witnesses and 2 witnesses, and I sign underneath on the thing.
Me first.
Yeah?
I will smudge to be fair.
Yeah. Doesn't matter. Thank you.
My signature. Also my signature.
Yeah.
Whoa, right then.
Snazzy. Right, 2 this side, underneath to the left under witness 5.
Bring it over. I didn't actually tell you.
It's going to be like a child's written.
And then to the other side, please.
Thank you for letting us.
Fabulous. And now it's just my turn. And then we're done. Almost. There we go. Oh, wow. So would witnesses like to go? You're a true favourite. You're going to stay there? You're going to finish your port wine? Have a bit more? Do you want a bit more? Sure. Okay. Alice and Adam, today you've committed... I'm dealing with a triffid. Today you've committed your lives to one another, and your love is the greatest gift that you can give to one another. Before we finish this ceremony, I'd like to share 3 short thoughts with you both. Be constant and generous with this person you've chosen to live your life with. Be generous with compliments. Be attentive and helpful, because the world can be a really tough place. And each of you can, by your tenderness toward each other, kind words, thoughtful actions, make your marriage, your partnership, your home an uplifting refuge. Make truth the unfailing bedrock of your lives together, because a happy, loving partnership is built on trust and respect. And that trust and respect can only be sustained if you are both deeply committed to always being open and truthful in every exchange, no matter how small. And my hope for you is this, that you have many, many, many long years of happiness, to delight in each other's company, to feel the joy and great fortune in having found love in one another, because I think we are witnessing love here. So parents, siblings, family and friends, please feel free to stand in a second and applaud Alice and Adam. And we have a confetti protocol, and it doesn't look like it's raining. So the protocol is that we do the confetti outside. Alice and Adam are going to walk down, then they're going to disappear. You guys are going to go out. You're going to form a tunnel down to the gate with your confetti already. Then they're going to come out as if hugely surprised. And you are going to shower them with confetti. So first of all, ladies and gentlemen, Adam and Alice, please may I invite you to walk into your new life.
Never do the line, so I just was like, you know, keen, look at them.
my god. Sing them out.
Thank you.
Well, I just need to do that. Like, whoever you show
First position, you've done splendid, thank you very much. All we need you to do is you're not all in the next one, sorry. It's kind of like
I will be.
Yeah, you will be. So, Ruben's big family. Ruben's big family is all the boys, all the barbers, all that kind of work. So you're happy with 1, 2, 3? 3? 1, 2, 3! Cheese! You see, I normally mock you for being rubbish, but you're all really good. And no one waved, so it's epic. This time, with the wave, 1, 2, 3! Cheese! You didn't all bloody wave though. Well, it's the waving, yeah? The waving shot. With the wave, 1, 2, 3! Cheese! Fantastic. Right, so.
Congratulations! Yay! Thank you for letting me marry you.
Thanks for loving us. We love you, Alice.
Beautiful. We're proud of you. We can't think what else to say. We're
We love you.
You're amazing. And we look up to you, and you're a lovely pair.
I'm sorry, I'm awkward.
It was a beautiful ceremony. Very unique. We love the bells.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Just lovely. Also crying. I'm so happy for you and Adam as well. Yeah.
We love you.
Bye.